I don't know.
Hey!
Hey! Welcome to the Ramble Radio, motherfucker!
But
Yeah?
video.
Yeah? It is.
Video.
And you know what?
Video.
We already wished it, but it's also radio. I'm sorry to say that. And a happy Thanksgiving. As this is happening on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
A happy
We've ignored our
Thanksgiving
families. They're downstairs feasting.
feasting. And we're doing this
We're doing this.
for you to enjoy the day after
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
This is our 290th Ramble Radio, even though it's video, even though it's also radio. And you think it's just you and me, Eddie, because it's a holiday.
And it's been you and me for a long time, mostly.
This is, I don't know how this happened, but I think first of all, thank you, Cody, let's just welcome Cody Viafania right now. He is fresh. I mean, he is in the middle of trying to fix Herschel Walker's residency. It's a big problem right now. I mean, boy, that really Herschel kind of pulled the rug out from under you guys, didn't he? With this whole, I forgot I have a house in Dallas thing.
That's my main residence. I'm running in.
Yeah, I don't understand what state.
I mean, kudos for keeping this under wraps.
Yes.
Before the actual election.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where I was caught off guard. I've been trying to run a clean campaign.
Cody, no one's attacking you.
That's your middle name.
We know. Clean campaign, Cody.
Yeah.
Clean campaign, Cody. We all know this.
Yeah.
No one is blaming you.
So I'm a little upset. It's not what I wanted. Trying to clean up the mess, but it's I'm disappointed in Herschel. He's a stand-up guy for the most part.
No question. Nobody's
rock solid
questioning.
Candidate. Rock solid.
Rock solid.
Up and down.
And now, just we're just trying to get him, like, every time he appears on TV now we have to have either Ted Cruz or Lindsey Graham with him just to make sure that, like, everything remains on the up and up.
He does what you guys want. The same way it would be if he got into the Senate, you'd have somebody with him to make sure he does what you guys want. Yeah.
Does Tuberville hanging out with him and just making sure everything's okay.
Now again, Cody, we want to stress he's not being controlled by anybody. He's his own person with his own thoughts and his own mind and his own everything.
Now, Cody, I know your focus has been on Georgia, but were you thrown at all the other day seeing Kanye down at Mar-a-Lago?
Oh.
No, Kanye's a welcome guest at Mar-a-Lago all the time. He's got an open invite.
Because rumor was he asked the Don to be his VP running mate.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, that was the rumor, that he went down there to ask Donald to be his running mate.
Well, that's a bit of a plot twist.
Who saw that coming?
What if they won? What if that really happened? Kanye West and Donald Trump as president and vice president. Could you fucking imagine how quick we'd be in the fucking tank?
Because I feel like
we're close.
Yeah,
we're close.
Out of the realm of
we're kind of just isn't that out of the question. It's not that crazy. Fucking hell, man. Oh well, gang. Another Ramble Radio. How's that, huh? On Thanksgiving, even, and we don't want to spoil too much because I think Cody is going to watch it. Mm-hmm. But holy hell, did Andor go with a bang,
dude?
What was better, episode 10 or 12? If you had to pick right now, Eddie.
I mean, I love 10, but 12, the way they kept tension built the entire episode.
Jesus Christ, that ending,
the whole ending.
Ooh.
Even the end credit scene, I was like,
yeah.
I mean, I think 12 just inches past 10, just a little bit.
I'm with you. I think I'm with you. I think 12 just inches past it was
because they kept the tension building through that whole funeral procession, and then through the speech and the way they built it, and we're cutting back and forth, the different characters doing different things, and like you still felt it was masterful.
I mean, I know 10 had some great ones, but does the ant from Harry Potter now hold the distinction of having the best speech in Star Wars history? I mean, does she get to put that on her resume too?
It was.
My God.
We've been rewatching Andor with Tracy's family while we've been up here, so I just saw 10 Lucen's speech again the other night, and I'm like, I mean, as great as her Marvel speech
it's a motherfucker.
Luthen's speech is just
a motherfucker. And I was telling Eddie last night, Cody, this Andor has. I think it's out of all these things, Marvel, DC, you know what I mean? Like science fiction, comic booky properties. Does that make sense? If you want to lump them all into one thing, I think this is the cream of the crop. This is out of all that shit. Give me Andor. If I had to only pick one thing out of everything to still watch, it would be Andor. And I don't even know if I question it. I'm like, yeah, sure.
It's
Andor.
I love it. It's great. But I think my only thing with that is because because Andor has zero expectations coming in because the characters are so small and unknown. You can literally do it. There's no pressure on those characters. Whereas, like, if you're making a Captain America movie or a Boba Fett series, there's certain things you have to do and follow. Whereas this, they had the guy had the entire sandbox to play in and do whatever he wanted.
Right.
So I think it had that advantage to it.
But I will say Rogue One was a fucking massive hit. And the fact that there's not much little winky winkies to Rogue One so far as like other cast members, you know what I mean? Like I think
saw
everybody
Troopers for the first time, which was kind of cool.
Right. I think everybody wanted to see that droid, his buddy, right?
Yeah, K2SO.
And that haven't seen shit of that dude yet.
Yeah.
And I think that's great. I mean, they could have easily fallen into that trap still.
Absolutely.
And made it just, him and K2 like buddies or whatever, and they didn't do any of that. So I mean, I think they do have a little bit of, like you said, but I also think there's a few traps they still could have fallen into to kind of make it like annoying fan service, and they haven't. And I think that's great. But man, it's good.
It's amazing.
It's good.
And better on a second watch.
I can only imagine. Yeah.
I can only
imagine. I can only imagine how good it is a second time. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's great shit. It is fucking And now Cody and I can't gloat because the game hasn't even started, so we don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it's by the time this airs, you'll know Cody and I's mood.
Yes.
But
I think you beat the Giants.
I don't know.
Depends on what team shows up. If the team from last week shows up, we crush them.
If it's the Green Bay team, we're gonna get our asses kicked.
Yeah.
I think even if Dak has the same game he had against Green Bay, I think you still beat the Giants.
You still beat the Giants. Is it that whole we're up against Daniel Jones?
Yes. I mean, the Packers, as bad as they can be, and as much as we don't like Aaron Rodgers, he's still Aaron Rodgers and can still do that.
And he loves to play the Cowboys. That's the shittiest part. He loves to beat the Cowboys.
He's a spiteful prick that will just show up against the Bears and the Cowboys. Like he'll just that's the only two teams he shows up against.
Like, okay, I'll play these guys well.
Right. Mm-hmm. But like, and then, Daniel Jones is.
You don't see the same level with DJ.
I don't. Unless literally it's one of those games where the Cowboys have like 4 turnovers and then you lose the game.
Right.
I think
it's just been I don't know. And then
cut also now and just save some cap room.
And then Cody, I don't know if you're even allowed to talk about this, but the Jerry Jones photograph from Arkansas in 1957. How did you
let that out of your personal collection?
How did that get out? Why didn't you burn that, Cody?
I don't know. I mean, it might have been in that FBI raid at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
This is a leak. This is purposeful. They're trying to bring him down.
Look, at least he wasn't the guy in the front. At least he wasn't in the very front of that line.
He could just say, I was trying to figure out what was going on over there.
Isn't that what he said? Isn't that what he said?
Oh, I don't know.
He said he was scared, and I forgot. He said like a couple things where he was trying to play like he was scared and didn't know what was going on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was in the front row going,
then
I think it would be like.
It would be bad if it was him like in a silent scream. Yeah.
Or just mouthing the letter N.
Like, yeah. You just see what's he saying? Out. What is he saying?
We know what he's saying.
Fuck. Yeah, it still doesn't look good. He probably, Not to be a white guy in that gathering. Probably.
If the way he looks like he fits in.
I mean,
would be there yelling.
Yes, he's the third. He's in the third row back. So I don't know. That doesn't. Being in the third row back isn't like, oh, let's see what's going on over here. No, you were one of the first people. Yeah, you were one of the first people in the Ticketmaster queue. If you're that, like if you're that close. He said, here's a Sports Illustrated. Jerry Jones said he went there as a curious thing with no intention of harassing the black students. He also said he didn't realize at the time how significant a moment it was, which doesn't, maybe, God.
I don't think anybody went there as a curious thing. I mean, he may not have known how significant desegregation was at the time, because at the time you don't know because you're in that moment. But at the same time, I don't think you're going there. It's like, I'm just going to see what happens.
Let's just see.
You know why you're going there.
I'm not sure what side of the fence I'm on here.
You know why you're going there. I understand you don't know the significance of the moment because that's hard to judge in the moment. But at the same time, you know why you went there.
You know why it's going on. Fucking hell.
Yeah, you know exactly what's going on. I love Roy Woods Jr.'s tweet. Empty the clip, Dan Snyder.
Empty the clip, Dan Snyder. That is fucking hilarious. That had to have been a Snyder move, right?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he's the one who sent that to the Post or whoever got the picture.
Like you'd think Snyder, the minute he bought a team, was like, okay, how am I going to do this? How do I get dirt on every single owner? Right, and then it's just okay.
And now he's forced to sell, and Washington won a few games, so he's got a little more. The fans aren't as angry, so maybe he just slides that one into the media a little bit.
What's really funny is what's sad is Snyder buys Washington, and he's like, I need dirt on all the other owners. I guarantee you, Joan, that picture was the easiest one to find out of all the dirt on all the owners. He's like, I could get Jones first. No question, I got that motherfucker.
I mean, that could definitely be. He may have leaked that out as just a warning shot to everybody else. Like, hey.
I wonder. Right. I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. It's, man, wow. I wonder what's next? I think the next shoe to drop is Kraft had an underground railroad for Nazis to find their way out of Germany and seek asylum.
He's just a more sex trafficking,
more sex trafficking massage parlors
that he got off of somehow.
Alleged.
He allegedly went to and never had to really do anything.
He was there on a real estate deal or something,
Yeah. Right. He
thought he was walking into a Jamba Juice. He didn't know what it was.
No idea. What? They're jerking me off.
What? I just asked for
I just wanted the vitamins in. I just wanted a wheatgrass shot. Now they're jerking me off.
Is this how you put protein in the shake?
Oh shit! Oh man, so any big Thanksgiving Day plans for y'all?
No,
besides Cowboys. The games. That's it. Cowboys. That's it. That's all I got. It's Cowboys. Oh, I'm actually gonna help my Andrea's dad cut a giant tarp to put over the swimming pool, so it can stay a little warmer in the colder seasons. So that's going to be my fun activity. I think that's about it. Maybe some Frisbee golf. There's a Frisbee golf course right down the street. Get some of that going.
Doing any exorcisms in that room you're in?
I know. Jesus Christ. Right. I'm waiting. It's just so creepy, this room. You should see it. Dude, and then if I have to use a bathroom at night and I'm walking back in here when it's pitch black, holy shit. That fucking little door behind me is so fucking scary when because that's usually the first thing the night vision kind of catches. Yeah. And then it's oh God, it is.
What if you just walked in the room and you saw an outline of the light from behind the door? It just goes out really fast. They knew they turn it off.
I'm running. You know what's even fucking creepier about that thing? I'm not making this up. That's kind of one of the reasons that there's a dresser, little thingy in front of, not dresser, but a nightstand in front of it, is because our cats, we brought them with us because we're going to be for a whole week. They're going to try to get in, right? But what's even creepier is at night, I'm not making, this isn't for effect. That door will just open and close at night. You'll just, it'll open and then shut, and then open, and then it'll pop open a little bit, and then shut, and then pop open a little bit.
Is there a draft going in that makes it do that?
It has to be. Either that or a demon. There's no other. It's one of the two. It's a draft or it's a fucking demon. I have no idea.
Down to demon or draft.
Demon or draft. I don't know. I mean, it's fuck. It's fucking scary. Whatever, but it'll kind of creak open and then shut and then creak open. It's man. If I hear someone singing a nursery rhyme, I will set this house on fire and run. Like, that's just no offense to Andrea's parents. No. I would just set this motherfucker on fire and run for my life. But yeah, so well, man. So maybe we'll have the Butler poll up soon. The Butler battle. Cody, what do you think? Think this might happen?
It seems intentional at this point.
It might be.
It's almost seeming spiteful.
It might be.
It's spiteful.
Is this, Cody's never said F the Ramblers, but is he saying F the Ramblers? That's what I'm wondering.
This might be the longest F the Ramblers of all time. The longest, quietest F the Ramblers.
The longest, quietest.
Again, when this poll goes up and we get 7 votes.
Oh, see? Another F the Ramblers. Another shot. Another one.
He's just working the ribs, body blows.
Yeah. Look, I didn't say the word. I haven't said the words. I will never say those words.
Right.
No.
That's an Eddie thing.
Actions speak louder than words.
They do. They do speak louder than words.
No comment.
Oh shit! Well, as fun as this episode has been, on a holiday,
oh boy,
it's also. Who are we getting? Who are we getting? Do we even know who's on the line?
I don't think we. I would.
Should I just ask a general question? I
think I would. Yeah, I would just go general.
No one specific. All right.
I guess not. Oh God.
Okay. So here's a question. We all, by the time everyone hears this, we'll have had our Thanksgiving feast or dinner.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to eat right now. What meal are you looking forward to the most on this Thanksgiving?
Well, Eddie, that's a wonderful question, and I'm glad that you've asked me that. The Big S is known to dine on all sorts of cuisines, and we don't really have. We do have somewhat of a Thanksgiving. Here in Eternia, I don't know if you know this, but there used to be a race of children. Isn't that cute? Race of children that used to live on Snake Mountain when I found the site that I wanted to build Snake Mountain on. So I slaughtered them all, and I ate them all. And it was like it was kind of a fun thing. I say race of children. I think the, statute of limitations has passed. They were just children. It was just a bunch of kids. This was actually a child's playground on Eternia, and I didn't know that. I liked how it looked. I thought, well, we're gonna have to get rid of whatever species is native to this area, and so I slaughtered all the children. We cooked them. We ate them as a big feast, and so I try to do that every Thanksgiving. I try to go find children, slaughter them, and eat them. Just kind of just for love and just for a reminder of goodwill to each other and all that kind of stuff. So that's probably my biggest tradition. And, some people think I'm a monster for doing this, but you know what? I don't think I am anymore. I think I saved those children, guys. I really do. Because now all the children I find to slaughter and eat, I pluck them from the darkest depths of Eternia. And that's inside He-Man's mother's pussy! Huh? Come on. Good one? Bet you didn't see that. Huh? Yeah?
No.
I mean, it's Thanksgiving. I thought maybe we'd get a break, maybe celebrate with his family and
Jesus
celebrating.
No, we just got the longest walk ever.
God.
I'm a little pissed. I was right there front and center in that JJ photograph from 1957. I don't understand why I'm not getting any credit.
Okay, there we go.
I didn't know a young Skeletor was
was in Arkansas.
Was in Arkansas during desegregation. That was
Jesus Christ.
That's
man.
a shocker.
That is a.
I missed him in the picture. Maybe he took it.
That might have been.
He could be on the other side. Yeah.
I like to capture moments in history, and that was one of them. And by the way, the Big S does not pick a side on something like that. Let's just get down to the truth of it. The Big S loves any and all people who can produce children to eat.
There we go.
So he was there, much like Jerry Jones, just curious to what was happening.
Just curious. It sounds like it was just curious thing.
So what
Herschel Walker has a place over here in Eternity. I don't know if that's going to hurt his ability to run, but Hirsch is a neighbor of mine.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, well,
yeah.
He doesn't have to pressure anyone to get an abortion over here. Big S will do it on the house. And they can kick and scream all they want. It happens.
All right. Jesus Christ.
okay. Yeah.
Now, God knows how many abortions Herschel Walker has had now with this bomb that's just dropped. On Eternia, Skeletor does his abortions for him.
Cody's got some fires to put out.
Boy, Jesus.
All right.
And he's going to follow that.
Let's head right into it, I guess.
Oh, boy. It's practice, Cody.
Yeah. Cinestomp Podcast, wherever you get podcasts right now. We have 2 episodes out this week covering movies from last week and then the Thanksgiving movies like The Fabelmans and Glass Onion. We have reviews on a bunch of other stuff, so you can find it anywhere you get podcasts. And I did notice that there were some Ramblers who did give us reviews and ratings.
So wait a minute. Is this is this Crocodile Dundee 2 celebration time yet or not? Are we getting there?
We have a ways to go, but we're closer than we were when we started.
Yes!
So if any other kind Ramblers would like to give us 5-star rating and reviews on Apple Podcasts, it would be much appreciated.
We're going to get there. It's going to happen. Look, we might have to do a Good Willow Hunting with all 3 Crocodile Dundees, I think, at this point. Because you still haven't seen the first one, have you, Cody? Have you seen the first one?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if we get Cody over the finish line with the Ramblers, is he then obligated to go into Crocodile Dundee 2 and give that a humongous 100% rating?
I mean,
right out of the gate. I mean, promises made, promises kept.
I'll be as honest as possible. Wink, wink. I'll be objective.
Promises made.
What if Cinestomp gets on Rotten Tomatoes and then you're immediately kicked out because you give a glowing review?
We did payola.
Yeah, payola for Crocodile Dundee 2. A 30-year-old movie that nobody gave a shit about. Oh, that could be our Patreon, though, guys. Mm-hmm. You pay, and Cody will put whatever movie you want. He'll put that motherfucker right there on top.
Universal Soldier 7
Universal Soldier 7 is 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Species 2.
Oh, shit. Eddie, where can all the fine folk find you?
5 days a week, patreon.com, The Ralph Report. Tuesdays, Fridays, Ramble Radio. Wednesdays, Ramble Proper.
Look at that. And you can find me in the same Ramble places. You can find these fine gents also on Twitch, twitch.tv/Retro Rocha, and my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to The Ramble. Give it a 5-star rating, a positive text review. I think Seahawks, Brian Hill is still our double king. He's still our two-time. And, of course, Gemma, our European champion. That one, again, we'll never know. But
we've renamed the title.
And why would Gemma give us proof that she's been dethroned as a European champ? No. So it's whoever the new, if there is a new European champ, you're going to have to take a screenshot and send it to us. That's it. And we thank you if you do. So, all right, we love you guys. Stay safe. We will see you next week. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great weekend. Take care, everybody. We love you guys. Bye.